Say together.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In our last session, we have heard a lot, and I am so confident that you all must have forgotten that. See my confidence. It is not your mistake. It is the manufacturer's defect. So before we get further, I'll just give a recap. See, the technique that is used in Vedanta Shastra is the technique of Avasthatraya Viveka. We all go through three experiences: the waking, dream and deep sleep. And in all these three experiences, there are three components each: waking world, waker and waking experiences. Dream world, the dreamer and the dream experiences, and so also with the sleep. When we talk about the world, ये घटिया फोन फेंक दो, स्टैंडर्ड ले लो. So, when we talk about the world, according to our scriptures, world is Nama Rupatmak Jagat. In one of the texts, it is said, Asti Bhati Priya, 3. Nama Rupa, 5. Iti Pancha Amshakam. Out of these 5, Adyatrayam, the first 3, that is Asti Bhati Priya Satchidananda, is Brahma Rupam, and Jagad Rupam Tato Dvayam, the remaining 2, Nama and the Rupa, name and the form, they are the world. Now, you must have heard it because you are all professional listeners. But when we talk about the form, objects, and nama, the words indicating the objects, as if the world means only this. See? And it is here we go wrong. Only forms are not the world, also the names. Now, if we accept this according to our scriptures, then forms are existing in the names, and names are referring to the forms. Forms are outside, names are inside. See? So when it is said the world is name and form, what does it mean? The world is not only outside, the world is also inside. See, friends. And therefore, if the world is outside also and inside also, therefore where are we? We are in the world. But is this only the forms world we are in? No. We are also in the world which include the names. See? Now to understand this, take this way. This example I had given earlier. The space is in the hall. We call it hall space. And there is a total space outside. We call it total space. So, with reference to this hall, we will say we are inside the hall space and our car is outside the hall space. So, this illusion of in and out is because we have given undue importance to the walls. But what is the right understanding? The right understanding is the space is not in the hall. Hall is in the space. See? Now come next step. All that is known by us must be included in our mind. That which is not included in our mind doesn't exist for us. How simple? So, for example, you are here and I see you, I know you. When you are included in my mind. Now the question is, where I am seeing you? Am I seeing you there where you are, or I am seeing you in my mind? See? So, when I give importance to the body, then the question comes, you are outside and the names are inside. But if we understand both the objects and the names, both are supported by the same mind. Like the external space and internal space is supported by one common space. They are not two spaces. In the same manner, there are not two minds. The same mind is including the objects, and the same mind is giving the name to that objects. And therefore, we are in the mind. Mind is not in us. We are in the mind. Now go one step further. This mind has got two aspects. One is the individual mind and second is the total mind. Like the individual space in the hall and the total space. These points should be clear, friends. Then Mandukya becomes just a matter of a snap. It's so simple. So, the individual mind creates separateness and the total mind is common. And when we live the whole day with all good and bad experiences, we get tired. Now who gets tired? Body doesn't get tired. It is the mind which gets tired. And what is the tiredness of the mind? Mind has adopted a shape of that particular body. See, anything insignificant you hold for a longer period of time, it will create problems. Any is insignificant. Then what we have to drop it. See, this principle I wanted to explain in one of my management bluff sessions. Because management is a myth. Mismanagement is the truth. So, in that, there were all necktie-dhari people sitting and I was the only Babaji. And then I said, hey, today we'll play something. And then I said, is there anybody Sindhi among you? The one Sindhi said, please come. Sindhi came. And I had already arranged earlier. I took out from the drawer one papad. Like Ganapati, if you want to propitiate, Modak Hasta. Sindhi, if you want to propitiate, papad. So I took that papad and I told, sir, please hold this papad in your hand and hold your hand parallel to your shoulder. It should not go down. Okay. So he held it. And as if I have forgotten. And I started other things. But my attention was towards him. After some time, his hand started going down. I said, I am sorry, you are putting your hand down, make it up. Once, twice, thrice. Then he said, Swamiji, I cannot. I said, okay, eat the papad and go. Now they were thinking, what I am talking to them. Then I said, sir, you tell me, when you lifted the papad, what was the weight of the papad? Maximum 3-4 grams, not even that. If it is a Gujarati papad, minus weight. Because Gujarati chapatis are papad thick. Gujarati puris are of the size of my shirt's button. So, I said, how much was the weight of the papad? Maybe 3-4 grams. I said, very good. Now, when you are holding it, is the weight increasing by holding it that way? Why were you tired? Conclusion is, whatever may be most insignificant thing in our life, if we hold on to that, we get tired in life. So if we want freedom from this world, drop. It is for this purpose we are studying Mandukya Upanishad. See? So, our mind, the common mind is one, like space is one. So, common mind is holding on to this body, and how it holds? It is taking the shape of the body. And after some time, this mind becomes tired of holding the body in a particular shape. See? And then it wants to drop it. So what is the deep sleep? In deep sleep, individual mind merges with the total mind. And because the individual mind is given up its shape with reference to body, therefore, three things happen. What are the components of our experience? Time, space and object. So when the mind drops the body shape is given up. That means space is given up. Therefore, where are we? Then object is given up, Vastu is given up. Then what are we? And Kala, time is given up. When are we? So, the time, space and object, all these three things are dropped. Then what happens? Now the mind merges in the total mind. And this merging is like what? Like the ice cube merging in the waters. It doesn't make any noise. See? And therefore, all of us continue to live only because of this common mind. See? And therefore, all the spiritual practices, we must have a mind which is in tune with the total mind. See? Individual mind will create Mayaru Mora Torotai Maya, I versus you. See? Man versus woman. Yesterday I went to somebody's house in Pune for dinner. 3 sisters together, and we had a very wonderful time there. And they had their respective husbands. So one of them says, Swamiji, you are always making fun of ladies. You are having biasness against ladies. I said, no. How? I said, look here. What are the ladies called? You are 3 of you. Yes. 3 of you. 3 deviya. See, we don't disrespect you. 3 deviya. Now your husbands? 3 idiots. Men are idiots. Ladies are devis. And yet you are not satisfied. See, friends, all these differences are as long as we are identified with the body. And therefore, this Upanishad tells us, Om iti etat aksharam idam sarvam. Everything is but one reality. See, from other standpoint I tell you, you take water for example in a pan and apply fire to that. What will happen? The water will become hot. Now the same fire you apply it to wood. What will happen? The wood will start burning. Now the fire will become only hot. It will not have light. But the wood will have both light and heat. So are there 2 fires? 1 fire. Now why there is a difference? The difference is on account of the conditioning through which the fire is expressing. If this is clear, exactly the same way, the conditioning through which the conscious existence is expressing is able to express only existence, not life. It is called inert or nirjiv. And other conditioning through which the same conscious existence is able to express as both existence and life. It is called sajiv. Therefore, what this Upanishad tells, Om iti etat aksharam idam sarvam. Therefore, the known and the knower, they appear to be 2, but they are 1. Ishavasya Upanishad. Om Ishavastamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha ma grudakasya siddhanam kurvanne veha karmani jiji visheshadagam sama. 4 principles are told. First, we have to change our vision. Now what is the vision given there? Idam sarvam Ishavasyam. Everything is permeated by the same absolute reality which you are. See, here when it is said, Om iti etat aksharam idam sarvam. So Om is akshara. Aksharam is that which doesn't get destroyed. See? Like Ra, A, Ra, Ma. And when this Ram word is removed, is this R removed from the alphabets? No, it remains. Whether you write Rama with the Ra or you write Ravana with the Ra, it makes no difference. See? Therefore, idam sarvam aksharam sarvam. And what is that? Om iti etat. And tasya upavyakhyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti sarvameva onkaraha. And therefore, the past, present and the future, everything is nothing but this absolute reality that you are. Now see, Kathopanishad. There Nachiket asked a question to Yamaraj. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat krita kritat, anyatra bhutaccha bhavyaccha, yattat pashyasi tadvada. Kindly tell me that which is beyond the scope of dharma adharma, beyond the scope of cause and effect, krita and akruta, beyond the limitations of bhuta bhavat, the past and the future. What is that? He has removed desha kala vastu. This is what is mentioned here. Tasya upavakyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyaditi sarvamaiva omkara. So in that one absolute, these three divisions are superimposed, imagined. And yacha anyat trikala atitan tadapi eva omkara. Therefore, other than ekameva ditiya, nothing else is. See, friends. My friends will say here, this is our everyday experience. Only difficulty, problem is, we do not recognize this. Pratyabhijnayate, Bhagwan Shankara says. Nothing is created, therefore our Mahamantra, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. If we have this notion that if I study Vedanta Upanishad, all my desires will be fulfilled, my children will start listening to me, then you have come to a wrong place. See, nothing will be gained, nothing will be lost. See, Maharaj, therefore, this Upanishad is very clearly telling us that focus your attention on your own being. Therefore, if you ask me what is Vedanta spiritual practice, do not become extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Drop extra, including your fat. Relax, relax, relax. Our life is, we want to prove something. And problem is, to whom we want to prove and what? And who cares? See? Just be. In being, there are no efforts. In becoming, there is nothing but efforts. Therefore, what is Vedanta Abhyas practice? It is a process of undoing by which we unbecome. Simple. So, tadapi omkara eva. This is the Om. Now this Om is further explained that Sarvami etad Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. Now we are talking about this Om, which has got its three aspects, A, U, Ma, and the absence of sound thereafter. So, Sarvami etad Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. Now be very attentive, this is a very important statement. When we talk about, let us take human body. The student learn in their medical college that this is called as the scapula, this is called as the femur, and these are called tarsals, this is called as the cranium. So they are objectively seeing. But the same thing is you. It's not outside. Exactly the same way. Sarvami etat Brahma. Everything is Paramatma, including you. Don't exclude yourself. Papoham, papa karma. Go to hell. See, you yourself confess that you are papi, then go. See? That's why they call papaha, papo, papaha. All fathers. See? So, Sarvami etat Brahma. Brahma means Brihatvat Brahma. That which is one without a second. And Ayam Atma Brahma. See? So, what we are talking is about ourselves. be attentive. When we talk about ourselves, do we have to prepare? See, you have been told you have to give a talk on the childhood of Swami Vivekananda for 5 minutes. What will you do? Go to Google and then collect data, and approximately I think it should make it 5 minutes. And then you by heart that and come and start. But it so happens that lecture is over in 2 minutes. Now what to do? Never mind, you talk about yourself. But I have not prepared, do we say? On the contrary, people are not prepared to listen. See? Then we have to call the police and stop it. Enough. No, abhi to shuru hua hai. So whenever you talk about yourself, you don't require to be prepared for that, isn't it? Therefore, spiritual talks are not prepared lectures. The other day, one person in Pune asked me, he told me rather, I went to his house for Bhiksha. He says, Swamiji, I have been listening to you for last so many years and never had opportunity to invite you to my house. So I am so happy. I said, very good. Khana do, main matlab ki baat karo. Then he said, I have heard your 15th chapter of Gita, which I like the most. I heard all the places where you have given this talk. And I was surprised, the same 15th chapter, but every time something different. I said, because it is not prepared. See, Shlok number 3, joke number 22. No. See, Maharaj. So, Sarvami Etar Brahma, absolute reality is always one. And that one is me. See? Soyam Atma, this Atma that you are is Chatushpat. It has got 4 legs. Not like that of a table, but like 1 rupee is divided into 25, 25, 25. Pad means parts, not legs. Chatushpat. So, now what is these 4? Soyam Atma Chatushpat. Now it is said, first, Jagrita Sthano Bahishpradnyaha Saptangaha Ekoravinchati Mukha Stula Bhuk Vaishwanaraha Prathama Padaha. We have seen it last time, I'll go it faster. So first is Jagrita Sthanaha, the waking experience. So 1 part or 1/4 of I is in the waking, Jagrita Sthanaha. And what is that? Bahishpradnyaha, extrovert. And then Ekona Vinchati Mukhaha, through the 29, not 29, 19 mouths it comes in contact with the world. And Sthula Bhuk, the objects of experiences are gross, and he is called as Vaishwanara. So, the waker is going through experiences of the gross world through the 19 mouths and during the waking state, and he is called as Vaishwanara. Simple definition. Then, next one comes the Swapnasthanaha Antapradnyaha Saptangaha, same thing. Ekona Vinchati Mukhaha Pravivikta Bhuk Tejasaha Dvitiya Padaha. The second experience that we all go through is during the dream, which is Antapradnyaha. Nothing is in outside, everything is inside the body only. inside the mind. Again, same thing, Saptanga, Ekor Vinshati Mukha, Pravivikta Bhuk, distinctly experiencing, and he is called as Taijasa Dvitiya Padaha. So one part of us become the waker in the waking world and goes through the gross experiences of this waking world. Then the second part of me become the dreamer called as Taijasa, and in the dream only, and the same experiences like that of the waking. Thereafter, the third is Yatra Supto na kanchan kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pashyati tat sushuptam sushupta sthane eki bhutaha prajnana ghanaha eva anandamayaha hi anandabhuk cheto mukhaha prajna tritiya padaha. Now this is the third experience that we all go through. Yatra, where suptaha na kanchan kamam kamayate, the deep sleep where there is a complete absence of desires. Na kanchan kamam kamayate. See? So what is the waking and the dream? Waking and the dream is when we are operating under the influence of the desires. And what will be the realization? Remove the desires, you are divine. Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Pashyato munehe, the awakened master. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam, for the ignorant majority, the absolute is totally non-available. Nisha, it is in darkness. And the relative world is taken so seriously. This relative world is not at all taken seriously by the wise man. See, friends. So, what is the secret? Again, analyze your deep sleep experience. In deep sleep, there are few things which we all go through, but we are not able to pinpoint. Number one, in deep sleep, we are nowhere. In deep sleep, we are never. Time is not there. In deep sleep, we are nobody. And therefore, in deep sleep, we have no desires. And in deep sleep, there is no sense of otherness. All of them put together is happiness. And happiness cannot be silent. Happiness is noisy, isn't it? Every day you can observe this. Nobody finishes happiness quickly. No. Happiness is at leisure, slowly. See? It is not Ayurvedic medicine. It's like a chocolate. This is called as Vasanananda in Panchadashi. See, when we are out of the sleep, we don't want to get out of the bed immediately. No, 2 minutes, okay? See, lingering happiness. The taste of that happiness continues for some time. Therefore, yatra supto na kanchan kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pashyati. So, neither there is waking nor there is dream. Then, tat sushuptam, that is called as a deep sleep. See, friends, you go in any field, in any path, karma, yoga, upasana, nowhere they analyze our experience as distinctly it is explained in Upanishad Mandukya. When you see anybody's autobiography or somebody written the biography. What is that? I was born in such and such place, then I was growing vertically, then I started going horizontally, then I have committed so many mistakes, then I have done this thing, and my experiments with brahmacharya. See? And one day I was killed. Everything is only with reference to waking. What about the dream and the deep sleep? If you have data, 1/3 data about anything, and conclude on the basis of 1/3 data, can it be valid? You require a complete data. So if we talk about life, we have to include the waking, dream and deep sleep. But we are so much obsessed with waking, as if this is all. And there are some Mahatmas, much more than that. Forget about taking the waking as an illusion. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, forget about that. Even the dream they take real. See? I had a very bad dream. Now what will happen? To whom? See? I had a terrible bad dream. I saw one black cat came and straight away jumped on my chest and then took a hold of my neck and pulled out the jugular vein and started sucking like Coca-Cola. And I was frightened. I got out of the dream. Swamiji, now what will happen? I said, that is my question. What will happen to that cat? After having drunk your blood, nobody can survive. No, please tell. Then I come to know it's a good bakra. Chalo bakri eat banao. Then do this puja, do that puja, give this one, this thing. You have to make a golden cat. And then give it to me. Don't give it to Panditji. How much we are cheated by ourselves. See? Therefore, Sushupti is that where neither the waking world nor the dream world has any meaning. According to Patanjali, sleep is a thought. Vrittaya Panchataya. There are 5 types of thoughts. Pramana, Viparaya, Vikalpa, and then Nidra. Now what is that Nidra? Abhava Pratyaya Lambana Vritti Nidra. That experience where absence is the object of knowledge. Now the question is, in deep sleep what is absent? In deep sleep, waking and dream is absent. Because what are the experiences that we go through before sleep? Waking and dream. And both experiences are of the nature of something is. Everything in the waking is. In the dream, everything is existing. In deep sleep, absence of these two is deep sleep. See? Therefore, in this Sushupti Sthana, Sushupsthane Eki Bhutaha. Now the question is, where the waking and dream has gone? I don't know whether you heard or not, we have in our Corona festival, we have studied Yoga Vasishta. And I like that text so beautifully. This whole thing is explained in such a simple way. See? Keep one mirror and against the other mirror, opposite each other, and look into the mirror. How many reflections will be there? Innumerable. One example. Second example. In our dream, there are so many people, all of them dream people. friends, enemies, 5 great elements, animals, plants, everything is there. And how long it is there? Till the dream continues. And when the dream breaks, meaning when we wake up, now the question is, where the enemies and friends have gone? If this is clear, we are all in the dream of Brahmaji. And in his dream, you and me are various characters. And when Brahmaji will wake up, where we have gone? हो गया ना पंचर? This has no meaning. Don't waste your time in this world. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. See? The other day, somebody wrote me an email. Swamiji, I am so and so, and I am living in this country and that country, and now this has happened, that has happened. Now I am alone, and now during work time is okay, but when I come home, I feel lonely. I don't know what I should do. So I said, are you proposing me or what? If you are, I am sorry. No, I get into depression, in frustration and all that. See, friends, don't give undue importance to anything. One of the simplest spiritual practice I tell you, learn to remain alone without feeling lonely. Try. But many of us are lonely in the crowd. See? And those who are lonely, they are fed up of themselves. And therefore, all the time, they cannot live without a company. See? That dependence makes us miserable in life. Therefore, analyze your own experience. Sushupti sthane eki bhutaha. So, where all the waves have gone, when the ocean is quiet, eki bhutaha, they go back to the Sushupti avastha. See, like all the waves, they quieten when it's a low tide, they go back to the ocean. Again, when the high tide, again the waves come out. So, when the waves come out, is it anything added to the ocean? And when the waves are done with, is any loss to the ocean? Is it not our experience? So many waves of waking have come and gone. Dream have come and gone. Nothing happened to us. So many things we have seen, colors and forms. Nothing happened to the vision. So many thoughts, good and bad, have come and gone. Nothing happened to the mind. So many confusions and understanding has come and gone. Intellect is the same. In the same manner, waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, so many have come and gone. Nothing happened to us. Therefore, don't do any spiritual practice. Then, मौज में रहो, be happy. So, it is very difficult. Okay, I'll tell you simple. Stand in Ganges up to your chest depth in cold water and take your hand up with Rudrakshamala and then chant the Mrityunjay Mahamantra loudly so that the sun should listen. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. You have to do it every day. 108 malas. I have no doubt you will do it. But if I tell you this simple, come on here, take lightly, don't be serious about anything. No, you don't know. One lady scolded me. What is there for you to say, be happy, get married and show? Okay. Is marriage a certificate to become miserable or what? Tathastu, continue. See, those husbands and those wives who get miserable in their marriage, they are the fools of the highest order. But this will not make an impact. I'll tell you a word which will make an impact. They are बेवकूफ. हाँ, अब समझ में आ गया. See, friends. Therefore, यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामम कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नम पश्यति न सुषुप्ति स्थाने एकीभूतः. And then प्रज्ञान घनः, pure life. Be attentive. Conscious existence expresses in some instruments as only existence, inert world. The same conscious existence expresses as conscious existence, expression of the pure conscious existence as Chetana or life is the first expression. And the Chetana or life is common. It's not only human beings, animals, plants, mosquitoes, everywhere. Same thing, no difference. Then that Chetana further as if falls down and become the mind. The mind falls down, become the sense organs. The sense organs fall down, become the sense object. So what is the spiritual practice? Give up the sense objects, come to the sense organs. Give up the sense organs, come to the mind. Give up the mind, come to I. Give up the I, come to Chetana. Give up the Chetana, come to Chaitanya. It is for this, my dear friends, Upanishad is studied. Otherwise, we go into intricacies of the Bhashya. It is necessary to understand, but it must be also practiced. See? So, Sushupti Sthane Eki Bhuta Prajnana Ghana. Only pure life, Prajnana Ghana. And therefore, Eva Anandamaya. And therefore, Anandamaya. Here the word Maya tells this Anandamaya is only in a particular set of experience. It's not all the time. See? After the deep sleep is over, then Dukkhamaya. So this Anandamaya, Maya, Muta Pratyay, which indicates modification. Therefore, deep sleep, good sleep, bad sleep, all things possible. So, Prajnana Ghana eva Anandamaya. And why it is Anandamaya? He Anandabhuk Cheto Mukhaha. See? If you imagine like this. Now, when this camera is facing when this camera is facing you, you will be seen by the camera. And when the same camera, you make it introvert. Meaning what? Make it selfie mode. Camera is the same. If this is understood, exactly when the mind or the buddhi or the chetas or whatever word you give, it is one and the same. When the mind is extrovert, samsara is seen. When the same mind is introvert, what is there for the mind to see? He is Anandabhuk. It's only bliss. See. Therefore, those who are naturally happy, they are always introvert. They may be laughing, giggling, running, doing everything, but their abidance in the truth is never corrupted. Because they are one with the divine presence. So, Prajnana Ghana eva Anandamaya hi Anandabhuk. So, what is the experience? What they are experiencing in the waking? The gross world is experience. In the dream world is experience. In the deep sleep, the divine bliss is experience. So there are three experiencers. One is a son, second is the husband, and third is the father. For whom? For one man. See? So, as a son, the waking experience. As a husband, dream experience. And as a father, deep sleep experience. See? For whom? For that man. When my father died, what happened to the son? Nothing can happen to him. Because without the father, I cannot be a son. When my wife died, what happened to husband? Nothing can happen to him. Because without the wife, I cannot be the husband. When my son died, what happened to me, the father? Nothing happens to me. Because without son, how can I be father? But if I as a man die, can these three exist? So what is the reality? The son is the reality, the husband is the reality, the father is the reality, or the man is the reality. In the same manner, the waker is the reality, the dream is the reality, the deep sleeper, the Vaishwanara is the reality, Tejas is the reality, or the Prajna is the reality, or Brahma is the reality. See, we have to clearly, distinctly understand this. Aupadhik anekata, multiplicity appearing on account of certain conditionings, is only an imagination, doesn't exist. Therefore, how much time it will take for a husband to be a man? Does he have to kill the wife? Does he have to do pranayam? Does he have to do the japa? I am not husband, I am man. I am not husband, I am man. Nothing. Relax. As much the so-called religious and spiritual people are miserable, that much average people are not miserable. See, I don't mean you all. You will see the problems of depression, low blood pressure, frustration, feeling lonely, and suicidal tendency. These are the luxuries of the filthy rich people. See? You see the average people on the roadside working, they are never in depression. क्या हो गया? Depression में. They have got a problem. Depression कहाँ से आता है? आपको भी दिखाओ. See, friends. Therefore, Anandavuk Cheto Mukaha Prajnaha Trutiya Padaha. So these are the three personalities that are expressing as an expression of the divine. See? So when the man becomes the son, does he cease to be a man? When the man becomes the husband, does he cease to be a man? When he becomes the son, does he cease to be a man? No. In the same manner, we become, according to the conditioning, whatever way, whether waker, dreamer, or deep sleeper, play that role. Therefore, our Mahamantra, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. If you are in satsang, don't sleep. If you are in the bed, then sleep. वहाँ नींद नहीं आएगी, यहाँ आती. What is the reason? Lullaby. See, friends, so this is the Tritiya Padaha. So, these three experiences for the three personalities, giving the three types of expressions. So, the three experiences are Vaishvanara, Tejasa, and Prajna. This is at the individual level. Totality level, the same thing. What is called as Vaishvanara at individual level, or the Vishwa, they are one and the same. What is called as Tejas at individual level, or the Hiranyagarbha or Brahmaji at the totality level. What is called as the Sushupta Purush or the Pragya at the individual level is called as Ishvara at the total level. One and the same. Totality and individuality, they are not different. See? Total gold, out of total gold you make one Lakshmi, out of the same gold you make Narayana, you make Hanumanji. So because these three names and forms superimpose, the gold continues to be gold. Exactly the same way. One has to recognize this. And therefore, this Prajna, the deep sleeper, the Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvajnaha, Esha Antaryami, Esha Yonihi Sarvasya Prabhavapyayohi Bhutanam. This is what I told you just now. Where from the whole world comes. See? One lady says, Swamiji, I am afraid of you. I said, thank God. Koi to darta hai. No, I want to ask you a question, but you don't answer questions. So I kept quiet. I want to ask only one thing. When this world is created, where from the world begins? We don't know. And where the world ends? I said, forget about the world. You tell me. Don't tell lies. Tell me. When did you wake up out of your sleep today? Swamiji, 9 o'clock. I said, the world is created at 9 o'clock. Now, where from the world begins? The world begins from your own gross body. And where the world ends, it ends in your gross body. See, friends. So, everything comes from you. Who are you? The Prajna, the deep sleeper. If a doctor sleeps and he wakes up, he doesn't wake up as an engineer. यार पता नहीं मैं तो डॉक्टर था क्या हो गया. See? So, Prajna is the seed. Dakshinamurti Stotra. बीजस्यांतरिवांकुरो जगदिदं प्रांग निर्विकल्पं पुनः माया कल्पित देशकाल कलना वैचित्र चित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृंभयत्यपि महा योगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. बीजस्य अंतर इव जगदिदं प्रांग निर्विकल्पं पुनः. Like the whole tree, banyan tree. Have you seen the seed of a banyan tree? Nobody has seen. If you take the seed of the banyan tree and sow it, I guarantee it will never germinate. See? Those fruits must be eaten by the birds. And those seeds must be processed through the GI tract of the birds. And then it is dropped. And from that, the plant comes out. Therefore, you will see these people tree or these water vriksha, they are growing in such a place that nobody can think of going and planting it there. See? Once I was in Jharkhand, going somewhere, and such a beautiful thing, I say, hey, stop a minute. There was one electric post without wires, must be abandoned. On the top of that, there was one peepal tree growing. See? So when I was looking at it, my friend Swamiji, I have also seen that so many times, but I have never bothered. But when you are looking at it, what do you see there? I said, I see Vedanta. See? Nobody goes and sows the seed there. Some bird must have gone there and done the potty, and from there the seed, the whole plant has come. In the same manner, the deep sleeper, the prajna, is the seed. See? If you sow the mango seed, tomatoes will not come out. Mangoes will. In the same manner, prajna is a storage of the seed from where this whole world comes out. Now be attentive. Therefore, it appears because there are many bodies, there are many prajna. No! There is one prajna. That one prajna is Ishvara. See? So, Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prang nirvikalpam. In the deep sleep, the world is nirvikalpam, unmanifest. Then, Maya kalpita deshakala kalana. Then, by this divine power or potentiality, projections are made. What are the projections? Deshakala vastu. So, when the sleep is over, what is the first step that happens? We become aware of ourselves. Second thing, we look into the watch. What is the time? Kala. Third thing, where I am. See, I keep on changing every few days here and there. So wherever I sleep, I keep the light on. Because at night, when I don't know where I am, what I have to do. See? And my host asked, Swamiji, why you keep the light on? I said, kharche zyada ho rahe kya? No, not that way. But you may not be getting good sleep. I said, no, I get good sleep. With light? Why? I said, I can see dreams better. See? So, in the deep sleep, nobody, no time, no space, no object, no change. Therefore, Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prang nirvikalpam punah maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitrikrutam. Then again, I am mother, I am father, I am brother, I am here, I am there, I am rich, I am poor. Again the whole samsara comes out. And who does it? Vijrumbhayati, it is expansion. Like Mahayogi was Swechaya, or some magician. Swechaya, his will, who can challenge him? Friends, God's will is a word used in our scriptures to tell us, get out of the catch of cause and effect. Intelligent people are never miserable. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. Because they are lost in cause and effect. All the time. But why this is happening to me? Why not? You are the fit person. See? No cause and effect. Then how to go beyond cause and effect? Hari Ichcha. Therefore our Mahamantra, Jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. Sanu ki farak penda. Dekho Santo. Life becomes so light. And the most important thing is, you are never tired, you are never bored, nor you make others bored. Arey Ram, aa gaya. Dekho, there was one young boy in Delhi, must be college student. He came, he said, Swami, please help me. I said, I'm sorry, I don't give money to anybody. I can take, but don't give. No, not money. Then, nobody is my friend. Nobody. I don't know what to do. Then what you have done? Suppose few students are standing. If I go there, all of them disperse. And some of them, they straight away tell you, using a bad word, get out from here. Swamiji, therefore I come to satsang. And here you tell that you are Brahman, you are Satchidananda. But if I am Brahman, why people do it? What will you do? I said, I also want to run away. Nobody likes a frustrated person. And why frustration? We are putrefied in matter. Come out of it. See, friends, just it is only out of practice. See? Like this is called in Hindi Takiya Kalam. See what I mean? In the same manner, we have practiced this all the time. Gupta ji, how are you? Jinda hai. Arre maro na fir. See? My Gupta ji is the best one, isn't it? Pata nahi yahan koi hai. Therefore, Esha Sarveshwara, Esha Sarvadnyaha, Esha Antaryami, Esha Yoni Sarvasya. The whole world comes out of this Prajna and again goes back to the Prajna. Therefore, in our scriptures, there is no creation. Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Everything is unmanifest, becomes manifest. Unmanifest becomes manifest. Can we say the waves are born and the waves die? No. Are the waves coming from outside? No. Where are they? They remain unmanifest in the ocean. They become manifest. Therefore, when waves are added to the ocean, it is not a gain for the ocean. And when the waves subside, it is not a loss for the ocean. Is it not our experience? When waking and dream comes, what do we gain? And when deep sleep or samadhi happens, what do we lose? Nothing. Therefore, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. You must have done lot of japa sadhana. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Vandanan Mrityor Mukshi Amritat. By the time you chant the mantra, your shwas is Amritat. What you have understood? See, when we do not understand the meaning of the words, it is just noise. We will get the benefit. There is called a dravya, good. We will get the benefit of the word, sounds. We will get it. But it is something like you have the capacity to lift the whole tree because you have got an elephant at your disposal. But you use that elephant to lift only papad. In the same manner, we have the capacity to know the truth. Why be satisfied with small little things? I have done this much, Ram. How much I have to do? See, that is the reason I never give any mantra diksha to anybody. Because they also suffer, I also suffer. They ask, Swamiji, kitne baar kar rahe? Arre, mat karo na yaar. Relax. The highest spiritual practice is relax. See, become so tense as if we are going to be hanged after some time. See? So, Esha Antaryami, Esha Yonihi Sarvasya Prabhavapyayo hi Bhutanam Prabhava Apyaya. From this reality alone, everything comes out, goes back, comes out, goes back. It is incessantly going on. Just sit or lie wherever you are and just start playing with yourself. The whole world has come out. Waker, the waking world, waking achievements, waking failures, tired of them, goes back. Then all the unfulfilled desires, they are projected by the mind. Without the gross world, the dream world is created. Remains for some time, then we are bored of that. That also goes back. And then Kumbhakarna comes to our help. Krrr, krrr, krrr. Then again it begins. Why tamaku, why chuna. Up. When are we going to learn? Spiritual life is learning from our everyday experience. And this is where we fail. We do not achieve that. Therefore, this Mandukya Upanishad is telling us, don't look at the life only here and there, small little things, You know the happiness of the Bombay people? They are running and they stand near the bus stop and their choice bus comes. Happiness number one level. And then they get a standing place in the bus. More happiness, they get a seat. More happiness, they get the window seat. And more happiness, you get your own friend next to you. Daridri. How useless things. See? Nothing should disturb us. See the joy of life. And if you are going, and this happened in Pune. So, because I am coming from Pune. One youngster got into the bus and there was one oldie, Puneri oldie, special characters. He was standing because there was no space. So one youngster came and he stood. So this, Beta, when are you going to stand on your own feet? Why? I am standing on my own feet. No, you are standing on my feet. This is Paramatma. What did you get? You got nothing, is it not? Are you not happy? Your happiness is not by acquiring something. Your inherent bliss is manifested. Therefore, don't become too serious in life. He told me he doesn't like serious people. इसको नरक में भेज दो. He created human being in his image. Can you imagine Bhagwan Krishna all the time frustrated face, and क्या हो गया? भगवान हूँ ना. Remain cheerful and happy. It is for this purpose these topics are taken. So we have seen now all these first 6 shlokas wherein the complete picture is given. On this, Gaudapada Acharya also has given his thoughts, and all what is said is combined and compressed in beautiful Anushtup Chanda. बहिष्प्रज्ञः विश्वभुक् अन्तःप्रज्ञस्तु तैजसः घनप्रज्ञस्तथा प्राज्ञा एक एव त्रिधा स्मृतः. So, one alone is referred as three, as the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. Further, दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे विश्वा मनसि अस्तु तैजसः आकाशे हृदयि प्राज्ञा त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः. The waker is living in the right eye, meaning he is identified with the gross body and sense organs. And then manasi astu tejasah. The Tejasa, the dreamer, is only in the mind. He doesn't have the sense organs, structural, etc. And Akashecha Vridi Prajna. And Prajna is in the heart space. In this manner, one reality, one Paramatma, one Brahman is expressing through these three conditionings: the gross body, the mind, and the absence of the two. Then, continuing further, he says, very huge commentary Bhagavan Shankara has written on this thing. विश्वो हि स्थूल भुक् नित्यं तैजसा प्रविविक्त भुक् आनंद भुक् तथा प्राज्ञा त्रिधा भोगम निबोधत. So the waker is experiencing the gross world, the dreamer the dream world, and the deep sleeper, the prajna, is enjoying the reflected bliss. In this manner, these are the three persons living in the three places, enjoying the three types of experiences. And then sthulam tarpayate vishwam praviviktam tu taijasam anandascha tatha prajnam tridha truptim nibodhata. So there are three types of happinesses. In the for the waker, the gross world gives happiness. In the dreamer, the imagination gives happiness. And in the deep sleep, the ananda gives the happiness because he is getting the reflected ananda. Therefore, Trishu Dhamasu yad bhogyam bhokta yascha prakirtita veda et ubhayam yastu sabhunjanona lipyate. When we come to realize this, then yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva. See, he who comes to understand this principle. Now, what is the understanding? What happiness we get from the enjoying the worldly objects, it is not coming from the worldly objects. See, I want a cup of tea. If I don't get a cup of tea, I am agitated, disturbed, frustrated. And then I get a cup of tea. I am happy. And then I conclude happiness has come from tea. There cannot be more foolishness than this. The misery is a disturbed mind. Happiness is the mind at peace. When the mind is in pieces, it is disturbed. See, this is what Veda etat ubhayam yastu. He who understands this, then he will be living freely, happily in this world, but he will not get entangled or enslaved by any experience or the world of experience. See, friends, let us not impose too many do's and don'ts on us. Live a relaxed way. Otherwise, there are so many things that we impose on ourselves and suffer. Never do that. Prabhava sarva bhavanam satamiti vinishchaya sarvam janeti pranascheto anshunya purushaha. Now from here, the world is described by Gaudapada Acharya and what it means, etc. We'll keep it for tomorrow and then enter the remaining portion of the mantras. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.